It was a late start to the new season. First dives were not until the 9th of June. The plankton was still hanging about, making the viz a bit milky. The first dives we always find a fresh layer of newly exposed artefacts. This time we found a lovely wooden shovel, handle and shaft exposed, but the spade end stuck to a concretion. We are roughly at the centre of the main site, in the hold on the port side. There are several partially eroded barrels that have been exposed for several years. But this one has only just emerged and is still complete. There's lots of animal bones scattered around this area, suggesting some of these barrels contain preserved meat for the provisions of the ship's company. Another major change that occurred over the winter was Gun 11, one of the 18-pounders from the main gun deck, had fallen into an area we believe represents the forward platform or the orlop deck. The gun had been resting against the ends of the gun deck beams, but due to prolonged exposure, the end of the beams had eroded away, causing the gun to fall. Back out on the Hazardous. This is probably our first day of excavation, and we're continuing on the gun deck. This time round we're excavating between the two guns, between the forwardmost gun and the next gun aft. And we started uncovering the deck, we started to uncover the rear axle of the forward gun and what's left of the forward axle and one of the truck wheels of the next gun aft. Cal, who's one of the newest members of the team, has also been in the hole excavating it, and you found, what tell us what you found.
Piece of leather underneath an iron ring, just buried between the sediments. Some charcoaly bits coming up as well. Wooden fragments, all jumbled.
Yeah, broken up
splinters.
Nothing of any real.
Nothing really coherent.
Yeah. But there's that nice. You can see the lower end of the knee coming down. That's obviously connected to the side of the hole. But that's in good condition. So we're just going to continue excavating that. Keith, who's behind the camera now, is also going to be in there. Aren't you, Keith?
I am indeed.
Good. So let's see what we report at the end of the day. Here, Cal has just finished excavating between the bottom of the gun carriage of Gun 13 and the deck. The right half of the carriage has almost completely eroded away, but the left half, including the trucks, are in much better condition. After the capture of Hazardous, she was commissioned into the Royal Navy along with her French guns, including their carriages. On the 1st of September, we probably had the best visibility of the season, and it was a good opportunity to film the site and place the excavation area in context with the forward end of the site. We've just travelled over the remains of the knee of the head. The knee of the head was an assembly of timbers which extended forward from the plane of the stem at the head of the hull and served to secure the bowsprit and the figurehead. We are now approaching the excavation area at the second and third gun stations on the main gun deck. The first gun station was excavated in 2023 and was backfilled with sandbags. Guns 13 and 12 are lying across their gun ports, with muzzles facing forward. This was not unusual because the width of the deck narrows towards the bow, so there was only enough space to secure the guns across the ports when inboard. Guns further aft, where there was greater space, would have been run inboard with muzzles pointing up and lashed above the port. Now we're swimming over the top of gun 13. The black hole is the location of the gun port. You can see the side of the hull survives up to the timber directly above the port. Gun 13 is also located between two riders. This is the forward rider. Riders were large frame-like timbers that reinforced the hull. They extended across the width of the inside of the hull and into the main gun deck. Now we're looking aft along the gun deck and under the axles of the gun carriage. Only a week later, and the conditions were a lot murkier. This would be the last day of the excavation. We had managed to remove the soft sands and silts, but a thickish crust of compacted seabed was obscuring the side of the hull structure. There was no time left to remove it. Instead, we will return next season with hammers and chisels. The purpose of this is so we can make a detailed recording of the inside of the gun deck hull structure.
This is a photogrammetry model showing the results of the 2023 excavation merged with the 2024 results.